Welcome back to the WODprep podcast. I'm your host, CJ DePalma, with nobody, all by myself this morning. Good morning. Welcome back to the WODprep podcast. What's up, guys? It's been a while since I've done a solo show, so make sure to give me a little bit of leeway in the excitement of the show, but we'll do our best. Hope everyone's doing well. Good morning, Lido, Kevin, Vicky, Amanda. Everyone's chatting. Kenneth is here. What's up, man? Guys, huge weekend in the CrossFit space. 3 semifinal events. Braden's here. Syndicate, NorCal, and MAD. So lots to chat about. We'll figure it out, and we'll go from there. Oh, yeah, last chance of live semis. I guess this is the last weekend of a live semi. Renata's here. Braden. Vicky loves the solo show. That's a lie. Vicky just likes me in general, which I have no idea why, but she does. So so this is an interesting weekend because I kind of feel like everyone's sort of competing for attention. So Matt is currently, let's go to YouTube. I think Syndicate's already streaming, right? Syndicate's already going. It just started. Perfect timing. Good job. So all 340 of you or whoever's watching, just staring at an empty screen. Looks like teams are going to start. I feel like the team is pretty exciting over at Syndicate. I watched a little bit of Hiller's behind the scenes last night. Maybe no, I didn't. What did I do? I caught up on Road to the Games. I was working. I was working late, and I was like, man, I haven't watched any of the Road to the Games, so I just watched them. They were really good. I thought they were all really entertaining. I think they did a good job of capturing like the personalities of the people and whatnot. So, all right, let's see. So Syndicate's live. Let's just see what is happening. I feel like NorCal starts at like 7 a.m. So they're going to be live soon, I think. I have Flow Elite. So what time does that start? Let's go to Flow Elite. Oh, yeah, I got my shirt too. Did you guys order your Vindicate shirt? This one? This one's pretty sick. I always like a shirt that's pocket logo. Pocket logo on the front. This isn't my favorite red, but it is what it is. It kind of makes me look a little red. All right. So I'm logged in. NorCal starts at 2. Wow. 2 p.m. So it means looks like they're not streaming much, which is fine. Brings out the ginger. I'm actually I don't have any red. It looks like I do, but I don't have any red. Bennett got out of the pool yesterday, and maybe not yesterday, a couple days ago, and fuck, his hair looked red. I was like, oh no. He's got some red tone to it. Might have a short show, by the way, because Bennett just started making some noise. We'll see if we get lucky, because he's been waking up really early. So why don't we get into let's start with NorCal's workouts, and we'll start there and see how far that we get. Sound good? Great. I get to dictate the show because no one else is here. Look at that. Perfect. Woo. All right. NorCal waited till the brief to announce their workout, so I thought was a pretty interesting play. Not my favorite. I think you can always get some hype around the workouts, but Flow Elite's already there. Sevon is there. They'll hype the workout up last night. I think Taylor and them did a show. But let's go into the workouts in order. Actually, let's go to Instagram because you can kind of just scroll through them a little bit. Right there. All right. I mean, agreed. Brandon asked, agreed. The last minute release is cool as fuck. Yeah, I think it's fine. I think it's good. Now, if we're going in order, this was the worst workout to release. This workout's boring as shit. But I think it gets the job done. Quad trio, 30 cal row, 50 double unders, 400-meter run, 50 double unders. So not really a lot of room uh, to separate. This is just sort of like a hard class workout, which is just an interesting one, but it is pretty long if you really just sit down with it. I mean, not really that long. So depending on the intensity of the efforts on the runs and the rows, right? You're looking at a row like a minute 20. Um, both sets of double unders are 30 seconds. So we're looking at 230, 4 minute 30, minute 45 on the runs the whole way through. So it's still a 16-minute workout. Really, really pushing the pace. 20-minute time cap. A lot of people are going to get capped on this workout, but at least in the other divisions. So this goes all the way to like 59, maybe. It's the same exact workout. Maybe 60 is different. But it's just kind of a throwaway. I feel like this is just sort of a filler, a box checker, which I don't know. I hate box checkers. Not exciting. I don't know. I feel like they could have done something maybe a little more exciting. I honestly think a bigger chunk of double unders in the middle of it would have been more exciting as well, instead of broken up into 50, because it's just kind of a transition piece, and ends up just being row run. But I think at 100, maybe at least there's an opportunity for someone to challenge. I don't know. Anyways, all right, NorCal Sioux. So they did NorCal Sioux 1 2 years ago, which was, besides for the elites, extremely overprogrammed. So it was an EMOM of like muscle up buy-in to thruster AMRAP with the time remaining up to like 100. So here they just did NorCal Sioux, which was basically just a descending ladder of muscle ups and thrusters. So 7 muscle ups, 40 thrusters, and then 730, 720, 7 and 10. 12 minutes. It's not a lot of time to accomplish that amount of work. It's a pretty tough workout overall. Can I zoom into this? Here we go. Oop, there we go. Nice. I knew I remembered how to do this thing. Here we go. And so it is it's just a thruster workout. I kind of feel like the muscle up volume is arbitrary. It really is who's the best at thrusters, which is fine. But I think the muscle ups get a little. I think they get a little flooded or blinded by the amount of volume of thrusters here, especially at the weight. This is at 135.95, 100 thrusters, 12-minute time cap. A lot of people are going to get capped, but overall, yeah, I think the muscle up volume is just a little bit low. I feel like it should have been 10, 10, 40, 10, 30, or maybe 10, 8 for women. And then again, I'm never a fan of men and women doing the same muscle up, because it really changes that. Definitely a little bit more challenging for the women for the muscle up, but maybe the thruster is a little bit easier. I think a 95-pound thruster for a female is easier at the highest level than a 135 thruster for a male. I love this workout. Definitely my favorite workout of the events, the mountain. Just a 20K C2 bike. I love it. At the 20-minute mark, you set the damper to 10, which is cool. So you're riding and then you climb in theory, which I think is awesome. This is going to be pretty dope. Super boring to watch. Definitely not a crowd pleaser, but it definitely checks the box. I love it. It's not just a long run. I love this as a long bike. I really like the damper. The damper to 10. I mean, I understand the sentiment of it, but I think you can just ride at 10 and still be pretty successful. It doesn't really change a ton for inexperienced riders. So, in theory, you're going to be around 11K around that 20-minute mark. So you're going to have about half your race. About half your race is going to be in that damper 10, right? Which you benefit from standing the whole time. Standing damper 10 is substantially better than sitting. So it'll be interesting to see who stands. I wish they would have the board up with the boats and a race on the screen and stuff like that, but I doubt they will. So definitely not a crowd enticing one, but it is what it is. I like the workout. I love the test. And it's long. It's going to be in the sun. What's the temperature in Sacramento today? Tomorrow, Sacramento weather. Let's see. 59. Oh, they're 82 in the middle of the day at 5 o'clock. I wonder what time they're doing that workout at. It's going to get a standing Denver 10's like my number one go-to. I love it. Oh, you guys got to try. So Lido. So a few years ago, maybe even during COVID, I saw a video of Sam Dancer doing a air bike with his standing behind the air bike, chest laying on the seat. And I did it a ton for my athletes for a couple of years, and it kind of just fell out of my repertoire of movements. And then I saw James Sprague post standing arms only C2 bike, and I knew exactly, or arms only assault bike or air bike, whatever, echo bike. And on Matt Torres's story, and I was like, oh man, it's just a movement that I forgot, and it's something I did a lot as an athlete. So definitely something I'll put back into my athlete training. But if you've never done it, it is it's rough. So you stand behind the bike, you adjust the seat maybe a little bit lower than you usually have it. You fold over the bike, and you're basically chest supported on the your chest supported on the seat, and so you're pushing the handles almost like, it almost looks like a Versa climber almost, but the legs aren't moving, and so it's rough, super challenging. Kind of like a wall walk, right? Your first couple of wall walks are pretty easy, and then all of a sudden the bear jumps on your back, and then you just can't clear the lactate, and you just flood, and then you're just like trying to be in the mud. It's really good. Something I really like that I'll probably start putting in for one of my masters females that are going to the games, just from like shoulder conditioning a ton. All right, here we go. So mountain, I really like the mountain. Sand trap, I think this is a 1.5 rope climb. I wasn't sure. I didn't watch the brief, and then I didn't have any information on it, but I think it's up, down halfway, back up, and that's 1. I assume because it's only 3, 2, 1. If so, love this. I love basically like a touch and go variation of the workout, or of a rope climb. So sandbag bear hug at 200 and 150. So not too easy. I mean, still definitely hard to pick up, but overall managed. Did Hiller talk about it? I don't know. Is it on Instagram? Hiller? Nope. Was it just on his video? Here we go.
Bag and this combo is going to beat people up way more than they think. I keep saying that, beat people up, which might say a lot about, because then just in NorCal, I bet they're going to be in the shade. I bet they're under some trees, but even under the trees, it's still going to be hot. You're going to pace this thing well. Trap, I don't really know what to tell you. I think that this bag and this combo is going to beat people up way more than they think. I keep saying that together. Do these one number 2 when it comes to the NorCal. Had that damper on the third event with the bikers, and now we have 1.5 rope climbs. What does that mean? It means you're going to make your way up, and then you're going to come down beneath a piece of tape, and then you're going to go back up at the top.
Okay, cool. Sand trap is cool. I love this rope climb variation. 7 minutes is really quick. So it's, in theory, it's basically double the workout, like double the Oh, well, I'll have to watch this. Better than Mayhem? Wow. Big, big, big statement there. So I love a 1.5 rope climb. It's a challenging variation. Challenges grip, coordination. Everyone is so. I was talking with JD last night. Everyone's so comfortable tapping and having this big drop. They're not going to be able to do that. Depending on where the tape is and if the rope is long, if the rope is floating, they're going to have to climb down. You probably won't be able to slide down. If you hit the ground, I assume it's a no rep in between. So it's a good piece, right? It's a very challenging workout in variation. Sandbag bear hug, grip is going to be going bonkers. No, it's up and down. So touch, below tape, back to touch. That's 1 rep all the way back to the ground. So in theory, it's more like a touch and go rope climb, right? Like we've seen that I think Taylor's done that in Kill Taylor. So it will, yeah, I'm excited to watch that workout. I want to see what the best athletes can do. I've done that with Gucci. She smashes that variation. It's a really good piece for her. But watching someone like Alex Gazan do that workout is going to be awesome. It's going to be really interesting to see how well the athletes do. So good variation. That's definitely on the creative and the uniqueness that NorCal brings on the good side of their uniqueness, right? So I think sometimes they bring maybe some silly things. Yeah, this is a good point. So it's in theory, it's probably way more than 2, at least if you're looking at a stimulus perspective. JD says it probably covers more distance than 2 because a lot of males will jump and start at 9. That's very true. Depending on where the tape is, I assume the tape is probably at 10 feet. Just because you start getting any lower, then I think you sort of start getting just like you're going to be at the ground. So I would assume it's probably at 10 feet. But you have a huge eccentric load. You have to stop amortization. You have to turn around almost like a big rebounding jump. Bennett's awake. All right, let's just keep going. Anywho, so I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be sick to watch. Good pulling requirements. So we're basically every workout's probably well over these first 3 are over 10 minutes. So good time frames. I think this is the fastest is probably 15 minutes. I assume people finish this workout. I think everyone's going to be around the 10-minute mark. It's just a lot of volume. It's a lot of thrusters. So many people don't finish this on the female side. I guess 18K, they probably do. A lot of people, I guess a lot of people finish this. It's still going to be 36 minutes. What do I do at 10K in? 150 pace. So you're going to minute 40 off. So they're going to do 140s, 145. Yeah. So you're probably looking at 35 minutes at the fastest. So nice and long in the sun. Damper 10, those legs are going to be torched. Good morning. I don't know who you are. Bonds. Good morning, Bonds. Corey, I didn't say good morning. All right. Sand trap. I love it. I think a lot of people are going to get eaten up on this. They're going to go way too hot and their grip is going to go. It's definitely not just a rope climb. Being able to turn around there is going to be super tough. So this is event 4, event 5, bar exam. I think the weights are good here. So you have weight 1, 2, 3, and 4. And these male female loadings are bonkers. Crazy. 245, 155. So we're looking at 20 pounds more for the men than usual for the comparison. And they stuck with that the entire way, right? Usually it's like 315 to 220, 225. So the women definitely have an easier loading on the bar. So I'm very interested to see. Let's see what did Hiller say about
So when you're doing 3 weights, Josh and Andrew will be the one to like 15s for the 5 is kind of for the women. Remember, this is how I'm just 185 for the women. So I guess they threw around the 50s for the men and the 30s for the women. Remember, this is how I'm just looking at it. This is what all the women are doing. It's probably a weight change. Go load the bars the same way you did last year, right? So you got 4 cleans, 245 for the men, 155 for the women, which I guess is probably a weight change deal, right? It's supposed to be 245, 165. This is me nitpicking. I guess it doesn't matter as long as all the women are doing the same thing. That's fine. You're 3 cleans on that.
It's a little light for the women.
Second bar at 295 for the men, 185 for the women. So I guess they threw around the 50s for the men and the 30s for the women. Remember, this is how I'm just looking at it. That bar is light for the women. I've always said that 315 and 205 is kind of a little light for the women. It should be 315 and 225. But whatever. They probably just want to throw on 15s for the men and 20s for the women because they're trying to make the weight changes easy. Yeah. And then that final bar doesn't make any sense for the women because they got 220. The men.
Anyways, he should wear that hat. I like this hat. I almost got this hat last year. Blair wears that hat. Anywho, I think it's light for the women, but it does the job. I do think it's heavy, which is the goal. Maybe a little bit light for the women. 345 is going to make everyone hesitate just a little bit. I hate changing your own plates. I hate that that's part of a workout. Obviously, they're not going to have 80 bars on the floor and enough equipment to fuel that. I just hate changing your plates. I think it just adds a skill to it that isn't a test of fitness. What if your thing sticks, or what if it does? What if, I don't know, what if we don't put the right weights on? It just isn't never my favorite. So anyways, it is. Oh, that's an interesting question. I don't know. That'd be crazy if you knew the workouts beforehand. Well, he has these logos. I've never seen these logos. I don't know where they are. No, I'm not doing a watch along party, Vicky. I have 2 kids in the house. I'm either all gas, no brakes with Bennett, or I'm preventing Bennett from being all gas, no brakes with an infant, like a 3-week-old infant. No, I'm not gonna do a watch party. I tried to go live last night. No one wanted to go live with me. No, I didn't have any friends. Okay. All right, bar exam. I think it gets the job done. I think the weights are okay. ChatGPT. Nice. It is nice. Quick. AI will do stuff fast. I think the men's weights are better than the women. I would have liked to see the women's weights a little bit heavier overall. I don't like changing weights in the middle of a workout, but I think the men's weights are heavy enough that it will make people hesitate to make that final lift. And I do like that it's a clean and jerk, and not just a clean. Oh, thanks, Corey. All right, next workout. Okay, lopsided. I think another filler workout. 100 feet is a nice long lunge, which is cool. It's definitely on that grass stage. You're just going to see people lunging down the field pretty far, which will look kind of nice. Burpee, lunge right, lunge left, and then an alternating hang dumbbell squat snatch. So a judging and standards nightmare, but I love the movement at 70 and 50. It's going to be so fast. I hope they call no reps. I hope they call people standing up. It's a very easy movement to try to cheat, to try to push the standard, bring the dumbbell down before you lock the hips out. Not squat below parallel, but I love it. Dumbbell hang squat snatch. I had it in my mock games that we did a couple weeks ago, but I took it out for something else because we had other snatches. But I love the movement overall. Definitely some mobility testing, accuracy, just some general athleticism. Not a movement a lot of us do very often. I think it's at the right load. Just a fast workout, right? Another box checker, nothing super exciting, but it'll get the job done. All right, so we have another workout under 7 minutes. So we have 3 over 10 minutes and then 3 under 7. And then our final event. What's the time cap here? It says it right there. It's cut off. toe tag. And so round one, you do 10 deadlifts at 365, 245. So definitely a pretty aggressive loading. I love it. 30 handstand walk backwards. Okay. 20 toes to bar, 30 handstand walk forward, 20 deadlifts, 30 handstand walk backwards, 10 bar muscle ups, 30 walk forward, 10 deadlifts. That 20 deadlifts in the middle is going to be rough. It's heavy. It's heavy enough that people are not going to go unbroken, which is good. And handstand walk backwards, I think, is a good. It's something they've done in the past, right? So it's very NorCal specific. You should have known that a handstand walk variation was likely. So hopefully you were practicing it. 10 bar muscle ups probably could have just been 20 still. Maybe they just didn't want it to be too muscle up centric, which is fine. Okay, I can talk myself out of that. 10 deadlifts, walk backwards, 20 toes to bar. I think the gymnastics might be just a little bit arbitrary just to break it up, but I think it's going to be cool to watch. Heavy deadlifts. It's definitely a deadlift, handstand, walk workout. I think the gymnastics are just there to break it up, which I don't know. Could you have just walked 45 feet and backwards walked 45 feet? I don't know. I think it's balanced. I'm sort of walking myself through it. Mm, hmm. Yeah, I think it's good. 40 deadlifts at 365, 245 is definitely a separator. The backwards handstand walk is definitely a separator. The gymnastics aren't, which at this point with the muscle ups and the 1.5 rope climbs, that's fine. Yeah, I think that's okay. And then the handstand walk forward, I think is just there. I don't think anyone breaks on those gymnastics. I think they're just different points to be in the middle. I don't know. The 10 bar muscle ups in the middle does seem kind of random. Probably could have just been toes to bar the whole time. 20 toes to bar the whole time. It just kind of goes. Um, Caps 10 minutes. Thank you, Vicky. Why 10 in the middle? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's for sure just a play on the numbers, right? Um on the visual of the writing, right? So 10 30 20 30 20 30 10 30 10 30 20 30. I think that's like the probably the only reason that it looks like that instead of being 20, um, sort of a ladder or an out or an up and back or a pyramid. I mean, uh, it's arbitrary, but I think it gets the job done. I think the deadlifts are heavy enough that they make a huge difference, and I think the backwards handstand walk is a separator within and of itself. But it's not too crazy of a skill. It's obviously NorCal specific, but it's not too crazy of a skill that someone can't work on it over the next day or so and get good enough to have a chance if they haven't done it yet. So not too gimmicky, because they've already done it for sure. Mm, okay. All right, let's see. Mad Fitness is already going on this morning. And they started with Mad X, which is this workout, this long run, nice 30-minute workout to start your day, which I think is a great time frame. Um, Overall, it was balanced and nice. Gucci got 19th, I think. Yeah, they had Stanen at the top of the leaderboard, and she's not even competing. So also Ella Wilkinson being a minute and a half faster than everyone else seems pretty wild. But so that's going on. Make sure you guys are watching that. I didn't even know if they were streaming. They are streaming. It's on YouTube. Um, they have a live stream going on. It looks like it just ended. Yeah, day one. Mad X. Just send it to the Mad. It's at Mad Fitness. Okay, this everything is done and pushed, which is cool. So they just finished this. Looks like these are the same exact thing. A lot of views, split views, which was kind of strange. Yeah, winning without being there. I thought the burpee was a good variation. I didn't even see what the log height was. Ah, too low.
Sarakei and Pistake la care.
Um, but I think it's fine. It gets the job done. Oh, there's Gucci. Look at that. Um, oh wow, I wonder what happened here. Lito said Brian was supposed to be broadcasting it, but that didn't happen. Yeah, boring to watch. I do love this burpee variation. You can really hammer. There's Gucci. You can really hammer the intensity there on this burpee variation, staying low, just like this right here. I love it. Oh yeah, that's probably why. That makes sense. Cool. And she's right on camera the whole time. I'll have to watch this. I didn't even know she was on camera. I just literally clicked on this. I'll have to pull this down and give it a watch and yell at her for whatever it is that she did or didn't do. We didn't talk about Mad Fitness workouts. Mad X is a good workout. Fast foot, not a bad workout either. 10 toes to the bar, 10 front squats, 10 rounds. We have this rope climb from a seated. I love this workout. It's a good one for Gucci. I know, terrible angle. That's good to know. Yeah, it's like 40. One of my old athletes, Hallie, he's an Icelandic guy, said it was like 44 Celsius to Fahrenheit yesterday, which is like 111. Holy fuck, it's hot. Oh my God. It was 44 in his car. Holy shit, it's hot. That's hot, guys. Super hot. Well, good luck to them. Hopefully they didn't die. Let me ask Gucci what the temperature was. What was the temp during the workout? It's not even close to as hot, Vicky, at NorCal. Like it's only going to be in the 80s. It's definitely not as hot. Vicky said she assumes it'll be the same at NorCal. Not as hot. It's really hot in Spain right now. I like this workout a lot. It's probably my favorite workout of the weekend. A strict press in a competition is cool, challenging. I think you're seated, so it's it was about 30. It was about 30, which is what's 30? 86. Not that crazy. And it was also super early in the morning. And then a seated start. We did this at Iron Games last year. It's a great variation of it. It's just a really hard one to standardize because you can basically just like pull up with your butt leaving before your feet. You're supposed to leave at the same time or feet off the ground first. So if they hold the standard, it's a great variation. If they don't hold the standard, not a great variation. Into a bench press, rope climb, just a huge arm flood. I really like the workout. The ladder, I hate this workout. I hate the design of it. Basically, you have 20 seconds to hit a lift. And within that 20 seconds, if you you can choose or not choose to do an overhead squat to break a tie break. I just think it's kind of silly. It just doesn't make sense to me. I think the weights are fine. It's decently heavy for men and women, but the overhead squat here, it's also really, really short, 20 seconds. So basically you're doing a lift every 40 seconds. It's a really narrow window for that kind of load. It just, I don't know. And I don't like the tie break thing. It's like, oh, if you're going to hit one, if you don't think you'll hit the next weight, you got to do an overhead squat. And then you have to do however many overhead squats you're going to choose. What if you have an opportunity? I don't know. It just, I feel like it could have been something different, or you just take ties where you just take more loads. You just keep letting the bar go up. Sorry, I was like, they're the garbage trucks here. Anyways, not my favorite. 2 2 2 2 interval, chest to bar, beaded rope, sandbag cleans. I like the workout. Yeah, pause. Sorry. I like the workout. I like the volume of the chest to bar, 100 chest to bars, 200 beater rope double unders, and then AMRAP clean. I think it does the job. Maybe squats would have been maybe a little bit better. I guess we've already done squats. I like sandbag clean. I like the weight. I like the weight of it. It's really tight. That window is really tight. It probably would have been maybe a little bit better with the 3 on the end. I know that's really consistent with what everyone's been doing. But I think you're just going to see a lot of people just not get any reps here, or it's just going to be 1 or 2 or something like that. It would have been cooler to see here. It really puts a lot of emphasis here to be super, super consistent and smooth and fast through this. Because no matter what, at your fastest, you're only going to have 50 seconds on the sandbag cleans. So anyways. All right. And last one, Calatrava. A 20 handstand walk over the obstacle. I think it's ramp side first, bike, muscle up, bike, handstand walk obstacle, stair side first. So again, I think these all get the job done. It just seems short, right? So we have toes to bar, pulling gymnastics, ladder, or beaded rope, pulling gymnastics, muscle up, pulling gymnastics. But the muscle up suppress component, rope climb, right? So I think it's maybe a little heavy on pulling gymnastics. If you consider the toes to bar, at least some of it, knee flexion. I don't know. Just Gucci, we got these a long time, and I felt like Gucci was doing the same 5 movements the entire, for the entire last 3 weeks. So, it was, but I like them all separately. I feel like it's a complete test. You have the handstand walk as probably the only press. I mean, I guess you have the dumbbell strict press, which is just a pure strength pressing test pattern and not a handstand push-up skill. I also don't think you need to have a handstand push-up to show a complete test. The obstacle is there, so I think it does the job. I think the muscle up volume is good there because the bike and handstand walk, it's going to challenge people. It's the number where some will go unbroken, like maybe a couple. The winners will, and then everyone else will have to break, and then you have to take that big risk for the handstand walk. Same thing with the beaded rope. You have to really take a risk here to, you have to be pedal to the metal to get some volume in, right? Like you can't break your beaded rope double unders. The 2-1 interval is a really tight window. You have to have good gymnastics to even have an opportunity to show your strength on the clean. I think the only one that I'm just like annoyed with is this ladder. I just don't like the design of it. They designed it after the, I don't know, German throwdown, Austrian throwdown, one of those, and it was a squat clean. But I think a squat clean is totally different than an overhead squat as far as your tie break and things like that. I also think it's just a really narrow window to lift that heavy, but it is what it is. Gets the job done. So they have long, they've got short at 10 minutes. Carousel is technically a shorter time cap. I think a lot of people are going to get time capped here. This is something Gucci's really good at, and it's a really, really narrow window for her. And she's an elite rope climber and bench presser. And so I think there's going to be a lot of people sitting there not doing anything because your arms are just going to be blown. This is my favorite workout of the weekend. It's a complete test. Pull off the ground for the sandbag clean, and the snatch, knee flexion in your 100 front squats for time, right? With 100 toes to bar. Yeah, I think the program I think did this. So overall, I think it's a good test. It just felt prepping for it. It just felt like we were doing the same exact 5 or 6 things the entire time. So, which was annoying, but that's because she's good at a few things that we don't have to practice as much as other things, right? So we were just really hammering the specifics to try to get every edge for the competition. So anyways, all right, let's see who's on. Syndicate's going, and the team started. No, everyone's watching Should we do like a watch
He's
party of
over
this?
Worm, and then we also have Heavy Laden, which is going to be the heaviest clean you'll have ever seen in a CrossFit competition, 355. It's programmed, I think.
CrossFit Games had a clean at 355.
Whatever. 60 dub.
Do I think who should have gotten 3 spots? Syndicate? Or Mad? 9 Eastern. Cool. What's the word to put in the chat? Just put in WODprep. Yeah, just all 27 of you. Head in there, drop WODprep. I think that'll be a solid blitz. So we'll just go here. What is it? This one? Let's see. Here. Boom. Bam. Perfect. It's WOD lowercase p. Lowercase p, guys. Come on. Come on. That's funny. Boom. Look at that. Funny. You guys are the best. I guess Bennett's quieting down. We'll see. We'll see how long he lasts. I haven't even looked at the team workouts for Syndicate, but we got a worm on the floor. Let's just run through Syndicate. I never even reviewed JR's programming. Whoops, that's not right. Come on, come back. No. That's 25. Come on, get out of here. Here we go. 26 workouts. Bang. There we go. I can do this. I remember how to work this. It's really small. This one? No, definitely not that. Here we go. All right. Fall till you fall. He always names, dude. JR names workouts. If he writes good workouts, he names them better for sure. Love this D-ball squat clean. 50, so many. I assume it's at 100. It's just so many. So many. It takes up so long of this workout. Long ass workout. 22 minutes of squatting, jumping, and rowing and burpees to target. Good workout. I really like it. Combo climb, GHG sit-ups, row. Definitely a box checker. But I guess not with the legless. I mean, it's 4-3 is great. 3-4 is awesome. I love being able to look at the same thing. Is it not wheelbarrow? Is that not what it is? I don't even think I knew this. It's a wheelbarrow. The fuck is a barrow? It's not wheelbarrow. Wheelbarrow. Who knew? What the fuck is a barrow? I don't even know what a barrow is. Do we know this? All right. Anyways, rope climb to 14 feet. That 1 foot makes a huge difference. So I do think that we'll see some really fast times here. But dude, legless with GHGs is such a rough pairing because you have so much leg drive that comes from it. And running, the hip flexor soreness from this workout is going to be astronomical. Very high for sure. All right. Bicarb, 3 deadlifts, 355. So we have a heavier deadlift in NorCal, which is cool, and more volume. So we have 36. Oh, no, not more volume. 45 deadlifts, front rack lunge at 135. This is a heavy fucking workout. Heavy. 50-foot lunge is at 25 feet out and back. That turnaround makes a big difference. I hope there's not a turnaround because it just gets really ugly. I hope they just get to drop it, run back to the bar, and then go from there. I think it'll just look a little better. I think turning around with that bar just gets really sketchy. Thank you, Lito, for the barrow definition, Webster's Dictionary for the win. All right, semifinal Nate. 4 ring muscle ups, 8 dual, and then I like the weight on the hang snatch. I like that it's really light. It's just grip. It's just grip, right? The hang snatch is just a weird thing to standardize. A lot of people will end very hollow forward. So I hope they're really strict on getting really tall on that dual kettlebell snatch. So other than that, it's a great one. 40 muscle ups, 80 strict handstand push-ups. The shoulder fatigue is going to be unprecedented. 4 muscle ups ends up being, just enough at that point. It's so much volume. Trip advisory, handstand walk, 200-foot wheelbarrow push and pull. So I guess this way, and then pull from behind. 100 double unders. John was saying the double unders are a big component in this workout. I think that's dumb and silly. I don't think they matter at all in this workout. I think it's just handstand walk, and depending on how heavy the wheelbarrow is, makes the biggest difference. So Vicky, don't text me about a wheelbarrow. I just didn't know. I also didn't know that a narwhal was a real animal until I was like 33. I always thought it was just a children's book animal. Not going to lie. At all. I just didn't know. Anywho, cool. I love different variations. I think the weight just goes on a sled. On this. Yeah. So the dubs are a big deal to JY. I just don't think they matter at all. Like, not even a little bit. Not that they don't have a place. I think the grip fatigue and the I think the shoulder fatigue is real in this, depending on how the loading of the wheelbarrow sits on the shoulders. But I don't think it makes a huge difference there. I wonder why there's a rest. It just must be the flow of the workout. Put it down, take a breath, and maybe keep the intensity of pushing that wheelbarrow up. Why he wouldn't just do 3 rounds of this, why there's a flip. There must be a reason. I assume they asked him that in some review at some point. All right, perfect square. 49 toes per 7 overhead squats. Awesome piece. Even if I feel like Torres was talking about this, that people would smash this fresh. I don't even know if people would smash this that fresh. So many people are just going to go for it. And you're going to have people finishing within 10 seconds of each other over 10 or 15 spots. And this is a great make or break finisher. It's not a lunge, which I love, to finish the workout. And so, but it's heavy enough that it makes a difference. Do you squat snatch it? Do you take it to the back? Do you clean and jerk it? But 7 is a big number. Your core is going to be blasted. No, I don't think anyone does 49 unbroken toes to bar. Definitely way different than the pull up. Also, the midline fatigue going into an overhead squat is real. So it's a tough one. So anyways, no, I don't think they go unbroken. Okay. All right. My child is arising, so I gotta run. Short show. I knew it would be. He's been waking up earlier and earlier. I don't know what we're gonna do, dude. Having 2 kids is tough. Basically, like, just managing Bennett all day as he tries to love William to death is tough. He's just like wrangling a Tasmanian devil at all times. But Kenneth, are we going to talk coffee? What do I have right now? I have no idea. I have a Canadian coffee from one of our athletes, Tim McQuaid. He sent me some stuff. a while ago, and so I started making my own coffee again. I went a while where I didn't, and then we just got a Lucky Goat in town. Maybe not just, but and they sell their beans, and they have like my favorite cold brew. So I'll start doing that again. You know, got to save a little bit of money. No coffee out makes a little bit of a difference. So yeah, the 1 to 2 is tough. Do you really? That's awesome. Vicky still drinks from Candlestick. Yeah, man, that was great. I was so bummed that guy didn't keep giving me coffee, but it was cool. It was cool while it lasted. All right, watch CrossFit, all of it. Turn on Mad. Looks like they have a big stream going on there. Oh, they changed it. It's grinding. Who knew? Who even knew? NorCal, it looks like, yo, there he is. Tim, what's up, man? I'm drinking the whatever the last thing that you sent me, which I appreciate you. When does, let's see this. When does, whoops. Sevon start showing? Is it on, I assume it's on CFN Network Live. Yep. Oh, they start maybe a little bit earlier, 11:45 a.m. No, 9:40. Is that today? That's tomorrow. All right. So it looks like they're just going to do the elites, obviously. So the 29th. Okay. They have 2 p.m. quad trio today. So it looks like only the elites are being streamed. Which is what it is. I'm surprised Flow Elite's not maybe streaming a little more. I guess it's just, obviously it does, that wouldn't make sense because it's the same exact streaming. They're just being on 2 different platforms. What am I drunk? What's happening here? Flow Elite. There we go. Yeah, 2 p.m. CST. All right. Whatever. All right, here come the teams. Mirror is getting ready to start. Definitely probably the most exciting team competition for the, I would say for the, like the semifinal season, especially if you're American, right? Nelson's team is Solidarity. That he's not on. He's the what do they call it? The replacement? No. The 4th member, whatever that's called. So anyways, turn it on. I'm gonna get Bennett up and we're gonna turn on CrossFit all day and watch people do some fitness. Yeah, man. Yes, it definitely fun fact. That's for Duke when I leave. I don't leave Duke. It's so funny. I don't leave Duke in the house. I just leave him in the office now. And so I turn that on for him. So it seems to work. He doesn't tear up the office. He doesn't seem to be as high anxiety driven. So Claire, what's up?
Welcome to event.
What's up, Claire? Claire, can you hop on the phone for a minute? Yeah, it works out nice. It's just like classical music basically for the dog calming for Duke. It does, you know, he's got like a bed in here and stuff, and it's kind of a smaller room. And so instead of just letting him roam the house or like get on the couch, I put him in here, and I just put like some chairs on this couch right here so he doesn't get on it, and he doesn't seem to tear up the room, which is good. So it's good for him. Let's see. All right, Claire might get on. Let's see. Only got a minute. I was gonna leave, but then it seems to be. All right, sending it to Claire. See if it works. At least NorCal is going to be live this year. I think those events are going to be. Don't send her a link. She's driving. She's for sure not driving. Someone else is driving. She might be driving. That could be a lie. All right, what's his first workout? JR does write good team workouts, if anything. I think because of Crescendo. I think he writes very clever team workouts, even more than his individual stuff. At least uniqueness to it. Synchro GHGs. I assume that's 2 at a time. 100 cal ski. Oh, what a rough pairing. Whoever's finishing this workout, it really sucks for them. Oh, did it send? Oh, sorry. Whoops. There we go. I didn't send it. Haha. My bad. Here we go. We'll just turn this on for right now.
Find the path built for those who
Can you guys hear?
as hard as you do. Speaking of going hard, mirror, mirror, heat 1 of the teams. They're off. You'll see.
Thanks, Tyler. Oh, they work at the same time.
Pairs on the boxes and the pairs on the GHDs.
That's cool.
On the live rep counter we have up there at the
Okay,
top,
thank you guys.
cutting edge
Here's Claire.
technology competition.
Hello.
Hello.
How are
Good
you?
morning.
You're not driving.
No, I'm not. I'm not the driver this weekend.
That's good.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right.
How are you?
Bennett's chirping. So give us
Oh,
the 2-minute NorCal behind the scenes. What's it feel like behind the scenes? What's the pulse? How's it looking? What's the gist?
I mean, the brief last night, it's just cool because I don't know. I mean, it was massively attended, which shouldn't be a surprise. But anyway, it was a ton of fun. Grant, who is Island Ninja Online, you know Grant, right?
Yeah, I know
McCartney?
Grant. Mhm.
Yeah, so he is going to do the long event like that. He's going to MC that. And so anyway, he wound up coming out there. Hi, this is my driver. This is another MC.
What up?
This is the WODprep podcast. And so anyway, yeah, no, it was good.
Is that going to be? Oh, there you'll know this answer. Is it going to be? Is there a board? Are they connected? Is there any visual for the mountain?
Just text him and let him know because I haven't actually seen him yet. Do what?
Is there a board or anything or like a live screen for the mountain? Like, are they going to see it, or the MC's just got to like go screen to screen saying 17,000, 16,000, blah, blah, blah?
Yeah, good question. No, I thought, I'm not sure yet. Yeah, I don't have the answer to that because I'm not on that event.
Okay.
And so I don't know. I can, of course, we're going to mess around and find out, but I'm not sure. But it was really fun. I think they already touched on this on the Savant show, but it was hilarious whenever they said, and then the damper is going to go up at the 20-minute mark to 10. And like, just the audio, everyone was like, oh, like the whole place. And that was quite funny. So anyway, yeah, I think, I mean, NorCal has a unique vibe. Everybody talks about it. It's real. And so anyway, I'm really looking forward. I mean, you've been here, so yeah, you know that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
but
is it overcast?
Yes, it rained here overnight, but it's not supposed to rain anymore.
Sick.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, at least the first 2 events are not too, I mean, I guess ring muscle ups, but the first events, you know, as long as the rower works, I guess they could just run double under to basically 8 rounds and it would work just as well. In theory.
They have, I mean, there are like backup. I think they're,
they have contingencies.
Absolutely. Yeah. Because they have the AFJ involved. And so that's all really like clarified.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sweet. So what events are you doing today?
Hello. I came out that door. Do what?
What events are you doing today? Or what events are you doing?
NorCal Soup.
Nice.
2. Yeah.
Sick. Cool.
Yeah.
Did you know the workouts before yesterday? Were you able to like work with them
I did not, but I didn't try to.
Yeah.
No. I remember like being earlier into this role and like really, you know, the earlier the better for all of everything. And thankfully, like with reps comes ease, you know? And so it's like, okay, you're okay. Like you'll be all right. I love the nature of like, hey, we're going to mess around and find out like 12 hours before you start.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine.
Yeah. Say hi. Oh, wait. Hi to the WODprep podcast.
Hello. What's up?
He said, love you guys. That's CJ. Do you know CJ De Palma? Okay. Yeah. That's you.
We hung out at Wadapalooza with Ben and Katie one year.
He said that you guys hung out at Wadapalooza.
We bar hopped a couple. That was like 4 years ago, maybe long. It was like 21, maybe 22.
Yeah, he's laughing. He's like, I know who he is. I got it.
So, anyways, well, all right, cool. Well, thanks for some time.
Yeah, sorry, there's not much to it, but
no, it's good.
We can,
all good.
If it makes sense, we could potentially check back in later, depending on just your schedule and mine and whatnot.
Yeah, I think I'll be able to swing something in. You let me know if you give me a break. Maybe after the elites go and NorCal Sioux is probably like a decent time. Which so we actually have something to talk about.
Yeah.
Bennett went back to sleep.
End of day, basically.
Yeah, end of day. Yeah,
Yep.
maybe. Finish the day one. Cool. All right.
Cool.
Have fun. Go crush it. Be a savage.
Thanks. Okay. Hi chat. I can't see anything that you guys, I can't see you guys, but know that I love you.
They know it.
All right. Have a good day.
Later.
Bye.
All right, guys. Go watch some CrossFit. Go enjoy probably the best weekend of the year for semifinals. The workouts are great across the board. I think Mad did a good job. I think obviously JR, you did a good job. NorCal, the workouts all look good. I think they all look exciting. Go consume it. Do all the things. Spend money on CrossFit. Make it pop. Make it exciting. Let's go see who punched their ticket and have a great weekend. And we'll see you guys on Monday night. Peace.